Hello everyone, my name is Kirk Navarro and I will be refuting against claims brought up by Anthony on his side. Now, for his significance claim, he claims that may issue concealed carry weapons laws discriminates against law-abiding citizens by leaving them unprotected. Now, I have two responses for this. One is that citizens aren't deserving of concealed carry weapons if they apply and don't meet the criteria of a good moral character, and two, that lapses in judging a person of whether or not they're of a good moral character can lead to mass shootings. Now to my first claim. According to the Supreme Court's ruling on the case of Koenigsberg versus State Bar of California in 1957, it defines good moral character in terms of an absence of proven conduct or acts which have been historically considered as manifestations of moral turpitude. What moral turpitude is basically any criminal act that society deems as shocking and horrible. And according to the California Bar Association, and good moral character also includes qualities of honesty, fairness, candor, trustworthiness, observance of fiduciary responsibilities, respect for and obedience to the laws of the state and the nation, and respect for the rights of others and for the judicial process. Now, some crimes that have been considered by California judges as acts of moral turpitude include assault with intent to commit murder, attempted lewd acts on a minor, arson, burglary, child abuse, criminal threats, failing to file as a sex offender, rape, murder, as well as many other acts of turpitude. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't feel very safe if I knew that a convicted rapist, a murderer, or a child molester had access to a concealed carry weapon permit. And on that notion, it goes to my second claim that lapses in judging a person if they're a good moral character or not can lead to mass shootings. According to the Violence Policy Center, there have been 29 cases of mass shootings committed by concealed carry weapon permit holders from May 2007 to the present day. Such is the case of Ryan Clark Peterson on August 9, 2012, when he allegedly shot and killed Cameron Eubanks, Tiffany Grissett, and Thomas Robbins Jr. at Teasers, a local nightclub 12 miles away from Dothan, Alabama. Surveillance videos show that Peterson went outside the club after being involved in an altercation with employees and others inside. He's alleged to have received his handgun from his vehicle upon his return to the club, pulled the Glock pistol from his coat pocket and fired. According to the prosecution, Peterson lied about his mental and drug issues in order to join the Navy and obtain a pistol permit, and Peterson has been charged with capital murder. There's also the case of Esteban Santiago back in January 6, 2017, when he allegedly opened fire in the baggage carriage claim area of the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida, killing 5 and wounding 6 others. A witness said that the shooter reloaded with his Walther 9mm pistol before running out of ammunition. The suspect then sat on the floor and waited to be arrested. The shooter had arrived on a Delta flight from Alaska and his handgun in his checking baggage. Santiago reportedly had a history of mental health problems. Santiago was held on federal firearms and airport violence charges while awaiting for former charges to be filed. And then there's also the case of Gerardo Regaldo back in June 6, 2010 at Howley, Florida, when he killed 4 women and wounded 3 others at the Yojito Cafe restaurant, a well-liked and local restaurant. Regaldo's target was his estranged wife, Liazan Molina, and armed with a .45 caliber pistol, he shot his gun 9 times and went on a total mayhem inside the restaurant. He killed himself after the shooting, and despite having a concealed carry permit, his relatives described him as pure evil with a history of abusing women and having served hard time in a Cuban prison. And then in his inherency claim, he claims that alternatives to prohibiting the concealed carry weapons permits doesn't work and will lead to higher crane rights. My response to this is that California's strict concealed carry weapons laws prevent high gun casualties. According to the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, in the early 1990s, California's gun laws were weak and full of gaps, and the toll of gun violence across the state rose to unprecedented levels, at one point being 15% higher than the national average. It also goes on to state that the state's strong gun laws not only help save lives, but also reduce the trafficking of illegal guns to other states and to Mexico, protecting lives in neighboring communities. Now onto his solvency claim that implementing a shall issue system of distributing concealed carry weapons permits license will lead to a decrease in the violent crime rate. My response to this is that California's May issue state of distributing California concealed carry weapons permits already keeps gun crime low. According to Frank Smith, in an article he published on the MSNBC website back in September 2013, gun violence across California has dropped 56% from 5,500 gun deaths in 1993 to 2,935 back in 2010. And across the nation, gun violence has dropped about 29.5% over the same period, with the rate of gun-related homicide dropping sharply as well, and the rate of suicides dropping as well. Thank you.